Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we are here to talk about one of the best 4K releases of the year. It comes from Arrow Video, and no, it is not Dark City. It is not one of the Dollars trilogy. It is not even one of the Friday the 13th films. It is COBRA. So pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, so COBRA. Yes, holy crap. This is not going to be a long video, y'all. I just wanted to talk about this with you. I mentioned it a couple of times on my live stream. Matter of fact, I just got off a live stream. I wanted to go right ahead and record this in another video that I got all excited about on my live stream. Crime is the disease. He's the cure. This movie is the cure for the common 4K. This thing, the only knock I can give on this 4K right here is that it should have been a box set. Inexcusable that this was not a box set because, first of all, this art, I mean, that's like the original poster art, but I mean, how much is that popping? And then this commissioned art, which is reversible, and on the inside it has the original art. But I love this. You got the scissors where he cuts the pizza. You got his aviator sunglasses. You got the Cobra, Marion Cobretti, Cobra, part of the zombie squad. Got cool artwork, the same artwork on the disc. You pop this out. You do have the poster. And I'm tempted to buy a second one of these if it ever goes on sale because I want both sides of the poster because there's the original poster art, there is the new poster art, and all of this is super cool. I love it. You got a booklet here. It's got the artwork. It's got the pizza cut. Like, you just had this thing was ripe for a 4K box set, like an LE box set, a chunky box from Arrow. You got your booklet full of info here. So the only thing missing is it wasn't a box set because this is one of the best 4Ks of the year. It looks that good. It really, really does look that good. Nobody's hardly talking about this. This is a Canon film. It's from the 80s. What are we? 80. It's 87 minutes long. The only other thing I could have thought that would have made, and we're gonna get to it in just a second. So Stallone wrote this movie. If you don't know, he didn't direct it. That was one of the things he lamented later on, was that he didn't direct it. He was distracted with Brigitte Wilson and things going on in his life. I keep hearing a couple of people who haven't really seen this movie, or they don't. They just kind of gloss over. They read the descriptions. They're like, "Oh, it's shot like a music video. It's it's got that music video." Even the chick that they get, who's like a fashion writer, she writes about feminism in movies and stuff. They got her to do a video essay, a visual essay, and it wasn't terrible. She definitely had to go into the popular tripe Reagan era, like, machismo, fantasy, toxic masculinity, but she didn't get too far off the rails. But she kind of kept talking about how it was shot like a music video and all that. No, it's not. There is one montage sequence in this movie. Hello, 80s movies had montages. A lot of them. Even action movies. They all had a training montage. Everything else, a getting ready to go fight montage. They all had montages. And to hear her talk about it, and like one or two other YouTubers, the whole thing shot like a music video with these montages. Dude, they never even used the word montages because they don't really know that. They just kept saying shot like a music video. No, it's not. There's a montage sequence that intercuts just in a badass way, showing different sides of Hollywood, basically, because you have very noir style. You have Stallone walking around the night, the grittiness. He's walking around questioning people, kind of strong-arming them, looking at the seedier side of life, looking for the killer, clues. It intercuts with Brigitte Nielsen, who is a model, and she's doing like a photo shoot with a high fashion design concept with robots and different outfits. And then it intercuts that again with the killer like sharpening his knife, and they're banging the axes and all this kind of stuff. It's a super cool montage to the set to the music. And visually, that part does look like a music video, but you could say that about any montage. So people that just keep saying, "Oh, the music video," like they don't know this from the hole in the ground, like that. They don't know. They don't know. They're just going with like they skipped to that scene and watched it, or they going off what someone else said. This movie's not shot like a music video. Get the hell out of town. And I've heard that from one reviewer on YouTube, and I've heard that from her on here. No, it's not. It's actually shot really well, and Brian Thompson, who plays the killer in this, he talks about that in the special features on here, how awesome this thing is shot, how the colors in it, how the costuming in it. He talks about all that. He knows what he's talking about, y'all. But this movie is so good. It's a Canon film. It just took me back. It took me back to the 80s, renting this on a Friday or Saturday night, laying down on the floor in a pallet, put my blanket down, got a pillow, got some snacks, got some, whatever, some Doritos, some popcorn, a Coke, some Pringles maybe, some shit like that, and just laid down and watched this movie. Didn't have to go to school the next day or two. Just all the hell yes were there. And to see them look this way. I've seen this movie more times than you can count. And to see the 4K look like this, to see the color, like, because there's a lot where there's some product placement in this movie, like where he drinks a Coors in the supermarket. And there is Pepsi, like neon light, where they basically have a fight outside. And I love how everything is lit. You got the neon coming down. It tosses the pink and the blue and the white neon. It's just 80s action, Cannon, Stallone, just hell yes. Hell yes. This movie is so good. If you love any of that stuff, this is one of my favorites that they ever did. Now, I wish there's a mythical unrated version of this that they talk about in some of the special features in here, because I actually dove into a bunch of special features. Now, some of those were ported over from Screen Factory, and you still have their logo on there from the Blu-ray. I don't have that Blu-ray. I had crap. I was gonna grab it and show it to you. UK set here that has Demolition Man, The Specialist, Tango and Cash, Assassins, and Cobra in it. This thing smokes it. I mean, the colors are what they're supposed to be. And when you're filming at night, you got that grittiness of neon lights and street lights and headlights and fluorescent lights kind of lighting wet, dingy concrete as they're walking. You've got Stallone's glasses gleaming. You got the awesome 1950 Mercury in here, a car that kind of takes its own character in that. All of it is just beautiful. That was a modified Mercury. Shit, I can't remember what it was now. I know it's a 50 Mercury, and it's modified. It's like chopped 1.5 inches down. That thing is a star in and of itself in the movie. Big old lead sled, just looks badass. Just iconic film. Just 80s action, hell yeah. And it looks fantastic. You got a brand new 4K restoration of the film from the negative, done by Arrow. Presented in Dolby Vision, HDR, 2.0, 4.0, and DTS Master Audio on here. You have brand new audio commentary by film critics Kim Newman and Nick DeSimlin. Brand new audio commentary from film scholars Josh Nelson and Martin Padler. An archive commentary by the director from 98. A TV version of the film featuring deleted and alternate scenes. So you got a TV version of the film. They had to cut this film down to get it through the MPA. They had to cut a lot of the violence out. So, like, there's times when the killers attack and it goes to, like, this raw slow-mo. That's partly because they had to cut out the actual kills. A lot of them, to even get the R. Slashing a Night Away, a new interview with the composer, Dark Glasses, Violence, and Robots, a new visual essay by film critic Abby Bender on COBRA and maximalist cinema. She's the one, I listened to her. She gets off the rails a little bit. She's basically, from my perspective, she's a kid because she's like in her early 20s, mid 20s, I think. And she wasn't alive then. She didn't experience any of these things she's talking about. She didn't experience the film live. She's really only written on feminism and movies and fashion, women's fashion and stuff. But I think she did an okay job. She pulled it back every time she would go into the Reagan era crap and toxic masculinity basically and stuff like that. She reeled it back in, and you could tell she kind of liked the movie. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't completely off the rails. But and I commend her for doing it. But I would say, Arrow, you need to get, and I'm not trying to advocate for myself, but you need to get people like me, other people who were alive when these movies came out sometimes. I mean, it's okay to get a mix, but you never seem to get people like me that have like studied film, made films, was around when this film came out, how it shaped us and affected the filmmaking we did and how we like cinema. You need some of that too. You need some of that. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you for just transport me there. I'll get it done for you. And other people like that. There's plenty of other YouTubers that have a good knowledge and stuff. And I don't think she did a horrible job. She did pretty good. And the fact that it felt like she enjoyed the film, that was pretty cool. And then it has White Line Nightmare, a new visual essay by film critic Martin Quintero. I didn't listen to that one yet. On COBRA and the making of the Maverick Cop genre. So I'm going to listen to that one. I haven't done it yet. Stalking and Slashing. This is the interview with Brian Thompson that's done like 5-6 years ago with Scream Factory. Excellent listen on that one. Then you have a lot of other stuff that was ported over. You have a 1986 making of featurette. You've got interviews with Art LaFleur, who's passed away now. Lots of stuff. You got the double-sided poster. This thing is loaded. It should have been a chunky box because it is absolutely loaded with special features. Like, I mean, you have more special features on this than you do a lot of chunky box treatments. And this in a red chunky box with like this art on the front of it and like this art on the back. Holy cannoli, that would have ruled all. I think this 4K Dark City, I got Dark City over here. I can do a review on it if you guys want. You just let me know in the comments. I can do a review on Dark City. I think Dark City is an impeccable 4K. It's great. It's a great 4K. The movie is not for me necessarily. I can see where other bigger sci-fi films picked off and borrowed from Dark City. Dark City is just an okay sci-fi watch to me. The 4K is outstanding, but I'm going to tell you right now, from where it started to where it ended up, it is not better than COBRA. The 4K of COBRA, I think, is better because of where it started. The budget it had, the age of the film, everything else to where it ended up, this is a better 4K. It's a better 4K. The 4K, and I mean, we're talking about splitting between what's demo and reference quality 4Ks almost. That's what we're talking about here. So we're not saying either one isn't good. They're both over 9.5s in my opinion. They're that good. But considering how old this is, the action film, the much lower budget, even though this was a high budget for Canon, the type of film, because super hard action films like this, nighttime filming, lights, all that kind of stuff, then explosions, action sequences, all that kind of stuff that were done practically, and then it sat around for so long. The color has been off. The color, when you really look at the Blu-ray, the color is off. It's got that, what I don't like about Blu-rays, they were done in a very digital space. They were artificially had more color, had more saturation, more contrast, more digital sharpening to them to add to the illusion of a better image. And you can see it pushes like pinkish, it pushes too warm. This is perfect skin tones, the perfect lights from the neon, which is hard. Trust me, I've lit with neon and everything else. It's hard. This is an outstanding 4K. This is the highest of high recommends. If I was actually only recommending one 4K that you get from Arrow this year, it would be Cobra so far. And that's above the dollars. That's above Dark City. And it's above the Jason Goes to Hell, which I love. It's kind of not a fair fight with Jason X, because that one it just didn't have that for a 4K. The stuff is really good too. I've got the stuff. I've already watched it. Matter of fact, it's playing again over there right now. It's a top one of the year too. It's high for Arrow so far for this year. So I could review that one too if you guys are interested. But I just wanted to talk about this one a minute because nobody's talking about this one or giving it its due. This is, and this is Stallone, y'all. This is a badass, excellent, pushing reference quality 4K. If this was a box, chunky box, people would be all over this like it was one of the releases of the year. And chunky box doesn't always decide that for me. This is that. It is that good. It's the highest of high recommends for me, and I loved Cobra. The 4K is outstanding. Great job on the special features, even the ones that are ported over. Scream Factory did excellent work. Cobra, extremely high recommend. And that's what I got for you. I just wanted to talk about that one. I loved it. It took me back. I enjoyed it, and I think you will too. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. You can join the channel and support what we're doing here at my YouTube link or my Patreon, where I can do these uncensored. They take way less and I can do a lot more, but no matter what, you get your name and lights on every video, special members only videos, and so much more. And y'all, I really do appreciate it. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
I know.